You can stand up, or you can stand around. Better keep your hands up, before you be a man down. I know what your plans was. That ain't how it's going down. Better get them hands up, before you be a man down.
All right, man. Hey, we ain't went live in like 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm serious, man. I'm so out of it. I don't even know what episode we're on. I think we somewhere around 121. I think. I don't know. What you think?
121?
Yeah. I'm serious, man. I'm so out of it. I don't even know what episode we're on. I think we somewhere around 121. And who's that building that who building the whole new street in the background? Who's that?
I live in St. Rose, bro.
This
it still look like slaves outside.
This man
ain't no way.
City workers in his house, man.
Ain't no city. It's 4 streets.
Out here, tractor trailer. But who double talking? Oh, y'all trying to share the video? What would give y'all time to share the video, man? What's been up though, man? We got a lot of playoffs to talk about because we ain't go live for 2 weeks.
Dang, it's been 2 weeks.
Yep. We didn't talk about Zoe, and I wasn't able to get the receipts, Zoe, but Zoe was the only one who picked the Hawks to get past the Sixers. But I do think that was a homer pick. We'll talk about it. I don't know if y'all gonna give Zoe credit for getting that pick right because he's seen something on the floor.
Hell no, you don't get him credit for that.
Why?
That boy picked the home team. He's supposed to.
I picked them in the game that they said. I said Hawks in 7 because I knew it wasn't going to be no easy win. Now I didn't predict Ben Simmons afraid to shoot the ball, so I didn't predict that, and that's exactly what it was. He worked in our favor.
Did you pick him? Did you pick him because you didn't think Embiid was going to last the whole series?
Yeah, that's exactly why I picked him. I think I saw the first 2 games, and he would be killed. First of all, Joel Embiid is probably the most dominant big right now.
Yeah,
like he would kill us for 3 quarters, but they had to play him because Ben Simmons wasn't going to shoot. So they played him, and he killed us. He killed us.
I'm not saying his name ever again, man. I refuse to say Ben Simmons.
Well, let me ask you this though.
Mm-hmm.
What you just said is though, because the last 2 years, because of Embiid, early playoff exits, and I think both of them, he was either exhausted, fatigued, or hurt. That was the only reason why people started saying Jokic was better than him. Like, did he do enough this year for everybody to just admit that he's the best big man in the league?
I mean, I thought that anyway, but the thing is, the best ability to me is availability, and I think that he did make a strong case because the meniscus happened right before they played the Hawks, and he still averaged like 35 and 14 against us. Like he killed us. We had no match for him. A lot of other dudes step up, and then Trae Young was hooping. But I mean, when healthy, but that's a big win with him. When healthy, he is the most dominant offensive force. He can, and also on the defensive end. I mean, I didn't watch Philly a whole bunch, but I watched the series because my team was playing them. And Embiid is a problem, man. I don't think that it's different from when I watched Joker. It's different. It's just different looking.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no match. Joker doesn't have the athleticism that he has. Now, while Joker does have the passing ability and he being able to find it, Chris is funny. One for KD feet, but yeah, man. I think that if he can stay healthy for the duration, I think that he probably would have won MVP this year and not Joker. But that's a big if.
Yeah, because he was leading, and without the injury. So I don't know, man. I wasn't never on the fence about it. I always thought it was Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
However, I can't give it to you unless you earn it. So what I saw is what I saw, and then what actually happened with Joker doing what he did and Embiid not doing what he was supposed to do for the last 2 years. I couldn't publicly say it and then back it up. Or if I did say it and then you gave me any type of scrutiny, I just had to concede it.
You had to accept it. Yeah.
You don't concede. No, you wouldn't.
Huh?
You wouldn't have conceded. You wouldn't have conceded it. You wouldn't have conceded it. You're a damn lie. You would have found some type of way.
You would have found a
to
way
turn
to
that. Hell
No.
yeah. There's no way.
How many times over the course of the last 20 podcasts have you heard me say Joel Embiid is the best big man in the league? I think
you
one
come
time,
up with that thing receipts, and
right.
then you never play your bad ones. You would have conceded.
Because there are any.
My point exactly. You would have conceded that. You would have found a way.
No, that's a lie. No. I admit it. I know. I played my receipts from when I said LeBron didn't have a 40-piece in him.
and then,
I definitely did that.
God damn, you couldn't help that one, bro. You could. There was no way you could have went around that one, unless you was Norbert Orled.
Oh man, see here go, Chris, man, come on, man.
Yeah,
you know what? I got to take on this. So I'm gonna let y'all go ahead. I got to take on this.
I read it. I talked with Mel about this, but I want to ask the rest of y'all. With the Clippers' newfound success, being down 2-3, was Doc Rivers the issue in LA, or was it the team? Okay, good question. I go right before Zoe since Zoe go.
Did Doc ever go to a conference finals?
Nope. Nope.
Yeah,
is that for Lamar?
I forgot about that. That is Lamar.
I forgot all about that one. Dang, Peaches. Hey, you and we forgot, and he probably forgot too. See, that's how you own up to a bet, man.
That's right. That is how you do it.
One in me.
There go Lamar. There go Lamar right there.
What up, Lamar?
Lamar Peaches said,
What's up, man?
Where she cash apping the money for the bottle.
Me.
All right, go ahead. And somebody go ahead and answer that question, man. Was Doc the issue in LA?
Doc won the championship.
No, I think Paul George finally deciding to show the hell up is the difference.
Okay.
I mean, he didn't show up for what? He didn't show up for what, like 3 games in this entire playoffs? That's more than he never showed up in his life. So that's the difference. Like, for real.
There's a deeper play behind that, but I'm not gonna go there.
I don't think it's a deeper play. I think you pay Paul George a lot of money to step up and play good in big games, and he hasn't done that in the past. You can't blame Doc Rivers for his ass not showing up.
No, you can blame his daughter, but we ain't gonna go there.
I was gonna say that. That it may have been a little.
Hey, how y'all expect that dude? You're on the team with the brother-in-law. The dad is the coach, and you got something pregnant. That's not a good environment to work in.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
I'm going to suck.
That's pretty tough.
That's pretty tough.
I say
I'm gonna suck.
Okay,
but you got to give it up to Doc for even saying, because remember Kawhi was like, "Hey, I show up, I come, but y'all gotta go get Paul." Like, what was going through Doc's head at the time when they came to him was like, "Hey, they want Paul George here. I know he used to smash your daughter.
How much I love my daughter."
You get what I'm saying? And he still was like, "Let's do it. Let's work." You get what I'm saying? So,
but you can kind of tell even on the exit that it was some sauce still left in both of them, because Paul George was like, he's kind of using me as a spot up shooter.
It was some sauce.
and Doc responded, what does he think is going to happen right now with Ty Lue? He was sitting right next to me. He gonna get used the same way. Right. So it was stuff, but I don't think it was Doc's fault. I think it was a collective effort. Just like I think it was a collective effort with Philly collapsing. And I think Doc had a lot to do with it too. I watched the game, so I seen the rotations.
No, Zoe.
Listen,
that
man,
had a whole lot to do with Ben Simmons, bro. You are a $35-40 million dude a year, and you refuse to shoot. You are an NBA player. and you
They
are
knew
scared to shoot the basketball.
They knew what they had before they gave him that contract. That's the thing.
True.
Like,
True.
you
So let me
knew-
ask you this. Let me
Go
ask
ahead.
you this. If you go to work,
Mhm.
right, and you perform terribly at your job
Mhm.
because you're scared to do it, do you have a job?
Yeah, you know what?
It's different though. It's different in this.
No,
aspect.
it's not.
If I do everything else good in my job, except for the one thing, then and you still give me a raise, then that ain't on me. That ain't on me. They're like, thank you for the raise. I appreciate it. But at the end of the day, man, they knew Ben Simmons he's not a shooter. He's never been that guy. He's been big. He has court vision. He can handle the ball. He can pass really well, but he's just not a shooter. And they knew that.
I was talking to somebody on the Facebook page, and they showed me this clip of him in the gym somewhere, and he was lights out. I mean, he was
LA Fitness
egging. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that makes it even worse because he can do it. He just won't.
I'm gonna pull out a receipt on myself. I still think he's the most valuable player under 25.
Best or most valuable?
Most
Or
valuable.
is it a different?
I remember we had a discussion. I said years. It feel like that long ago. Well, y'all called me crazy as hell when I said I was trading
right now.
Embiid.
So right now, Slim, you have Trae Young, Luka Doncic,
Nope.
and Ben Simmons sitting in the same spot. And you finna start an organization. You're gonna start it with Ben Simmons.
I clearly said, I'm glad you did that. He can't be the best player on my team. He can't.
Okay. All right.
But if he ain't the Edward Scissorhands of that team, he could do Edward Scissorhands. I'm tripping. Swiss Army knife. God damn.
It was some scissors on the Swiss Army. I see
Yeah,
football.
that's how you look trying to shoot.
He is like a Swiss Army knife without the knife.
Can't cut.
Yeah, can't
Exactly.
He could do everything else, but he can't cut. But I need a cutter.
He is useless.
You know what? I think it's over for him in Philly. I don't think it was to begin with, though. To me,
then I saw something about Portland accepting a 3-way trade that would send Damian Lillard away, and then Ben Simmons would come in. I was like, they would be out of their mind if they did.
I saw Minnesota
that would be the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Damian Lillard for Ben Simmons,
Bruh, I was like, this is the stupidest trade I've ever. Who would do that?
Ain't nobody doing that.
I was like, come on, man.
I would.
What'd you say?
Did Damian Lillard really? Let me ask LaCour's question because he keep asking.
What he said?
Now that this is it completely on Ben, or does Doc take some blame? Like I think he's hell bent on us coming down on Doc, man. Like I don't know that Doc's a good coach.
It's Doc's a good coach. He is a good coach, but his history he just got a bad history when it comes to collapsing. And he won in what year did the Celtics win it? 07, 08?
Yeah.
07, 08. It's just
and they should have got it. They should have got it back to back, and they was up. I want to say
definitely should have
on the Lakers, right?
It was up 3-2 on the Lakers. They should have won that one. Let's see the Clippers thing. He's going to be held accountable for that. He's just going to always have that against his resume because I think it was like the 4 biggest collapses in playoff history were all coached by Doc Rivers. And so, or something right there. Don't quote me on that, but it's some stat that he collected, letting the Hawks come back. And I say letting the Hawks come back, and that's my squad. He acted like he didn't know what he was doing. Like it looked like he didn't know what he was doing. When you let somebody come back in the fourth quarter from 26 points down, it wasn't just on Doc, but some of that blame lies with Doc too. You can't let a team come back from 26 down and blame it all on the players. I think some blame definitely lied with Doc. But it was a collective effort.
So this is what I'm gonna say about the Doc thing, because I think that people take his history of those teams. Okay, they blew a 3-1 lead. I think he blew 2 3-1 leads before, right? Stuff like that, right? And they're gonna try to use that to come to a conclusion that he is overrated, right? And that's when I put back. I ain't got no problem with someone saying, "Hey, this is a pattern. His teams keep doing this." All right, bet I'm good with that. We can acknowledge that pattern, but when we come to the conclusion that either he's not a good coach or he's below average or he's overrated, I don't agree with that at all, because I think what he's done well gives him the title of being a good coach or above average. Not great. I think he's good.
I can't argue.
I asked the guy, I said, what does it look like for a player to have a history of things like Tracy McGrady, who has a history of not getting out of the first round?
And Doc Rivers was his coach.
Does that make him not a great player?
Doc Rivers was his coach.
Yeah, Doc was his coach, but he did it in Houston as well with Yao Ming on his squad.
Yeah,
the second best big in the league at that time, behind Shaq.
Was he
Doc
even
wasn't there? It was Van Gundy.
Did McGrady didn't make that run by himself?
McGrady ain't never made it out the first round,
but he made that run to the playoffs by himself. Didn't they win like 17 straight games? Yao Ming was not playing in that stretch
with them bad feet.
Right. But my point is, he has that dark history of never making it out of the first round as a great player.
I can't fence it, but Tracy McGrady.
You can bring that up. You can bring that up when you say let's compare T-Mac to Kobe. You can bring that up, and that's going to take. But there's no point of bringing it up.
Man.
Wait. There's no point of bringing it up when the conversation is T-Mac a great player, and I think that's the same thing for Doc. When we're talking about is Doc a good coach, we can say yes without a doubt.
Yeah. It's kind of like the ring debate. Like if you played your full career and you were awesome, to say the only time that we are starting to separate is if you compare it to a player with another ring. That doesn't take away your greatness. It just means you didn't win a ring. I get what you're saying. And that's the same for Doc. Doc did win a ring. Yeah. So he can be qualified. He can be taken out of that equation because I get what you're saying. You can blame him, but still be a bad coach. He's not a bad coach. He's not a bad.
No, he's actually a good one. I mean, look. The Clippers overachieved when it was Pat Beverly and Lou Will and Montrezl Harrell as their best players.
Definitely,
no all stars, and they played them just as tough as anybody has played the Warriors, and actually played them better than the team that made it to the finals, which was who made it that year? No, the year before. When the Cavs was there, when it was just LeBron. LeBron didn't play them that well. Yeah. The teams that played the Warriors the best was the Rockets and Harden and the Clippers.
Two teams that had a chance of winning against the Warriors too.
Yeah.
Oklahoma had them dead to rights.
Oh shoot! Somebody just posted something. Did Greek Freak just get hurt?
Did he?
Yeah, somebody just said prayers up.
Oh Lord, and.
Yeah,
make it even, man.
There you go. I don't even want to see no replay, man.
Wait, is that
when they saying prayers up, that sound like
Yeah, that now.
I seen that overreaction though, so I'm gonna go with that. It's an overreaction.
I hope it is, man.
I hope it is because
look, there you go again.
That'll be great for Zoe.
What OKC collapse?
Like that though, Slim. I want it, but I don't want it like that though.
You crazy? Shit, it'd be 3:00 in the morning. I'm taking it. Yeah, I do want it like that. Yes. Yeah. We get to the final. I do want it like that. Kawhi Leonard still running around with that ring. The whole Golden State team was out of there. Only one that was playing was Steph, right? Clay was hurt. KD was hurt. They took that ring with no problem. Yeah, they'll take it like that.
Yeah, you're right. You got a point.
It's better than the bubble ring. Gotta be better than the bubble ring.
Yo, I mean, we ain't got no Trey. They ain't got no Giannis.
We even, Steven.
We even, Steven. I mean, that's their best player. That's our best player by far. I guess we'll see what happens. I don't think
I think this is ACL, bro.
Oh, you seen it?
Saw it.
I'm not about to push the video because I don't want to see it, but he on the ground holding his knee. Dang.
Well, Chris Middleton, time to step the hell on up. You and Drew Holiday. You can't even look at it. Yep.
Just through them.
And so far, off air, because I never talked about that dude on air for some reason. Chris Middleton has proved me right. He proved me right.
Yeah, listen, that boy went Kobe mode.
I've been hollering for a little while, and I was not on here. So all nice to have somewhere like I see him having it. I never thought like they was gonna win with just him and Giannis, but like he the killer of the clique.
He's the
one.
He
the killer of the clique. Like he the one I'll pass it to. Like I was hollering at Mitch the other day when they were playing game 7. Give it to Chris. Get out of Giannis. Giannis, get out of the way. Give it to Chris.
He rolled his ankle pretty bad.
It's his ankle.
He rolled his ankle. He rolled it pretty bad.
By the way, Zoe, I wanted to tell you something about Trey. I did that same thing. That stepping on a referee, and he was on the cell phone, my G.
I had a referee on the cell phone.
Man, we'd have to get up. Hands with buddy. Like
she was on the phone.
You hurt me, but you on a cell phone? I don't like it at all.
I had like 25 who's in the second quarter. I'm exaggerating a little bit. 17, but it was like 13.
Look at that truck again. Hey, hold on. Let's not get into your AAU tournament real quick.
This was against Bo McCaleb. Look him up.
We'll look it up, but I wanna you brought up Middleton, right? So let's go ahead and talk about the guys that's been impressing us in the playoffs, man. We get on Middleton, Paul George, and whoever else y'all want to throw in there. Oh, hold on, let me get this call. Hold on. But Middleton and Slim, you're saying that you're putting Middleton up on a pedestal as a number one. You think he's a number one?
Me? Or you talking to Slim?
Well, Slim, I was talking to Slim because he said Middleton proving him right. I want to know what he really meant by that, but Slim's gone now. Is he a number one?
Yeah. No, he's proving him right, but he consistently disappears when you need it.
Hey, we're gonna take this call real quick. But hey, this is my thoughts on Middleton, right? And so I'm real big on comparisons from other guys, right? So when you look at Middleton and you see how good he can play and stuff like that, and you see how he get his points, he's a good shooter, not the best athlete. So if his shot's not falling, you're not really going to get him a lot of points, like going beating someone to the hole or just consistently posting up and doing that thing. Like his shots are jumpers. He reminds me of a even lesser version, but a taller version of Allen Houston. Right?
What?
Yes.
Allen Houston was athletic though.
That's why I said a lesser version, but a taller version of Allen Houston.
How tall is Houston? Was 6'7"? Chris Middleton about 6'6".
6'8". Chris Middleton 6'8".
He's 6'8".
Somebody got some.
Is he 6'8"?
Yeah, he's 6'8".
Wow.
I didn't
Wait,
know
Wait, and I missed half of it. I swear to God, I just heard somebody call Chris Middleton Allen Houston.
A lesser version athletically, but a taller Allen Houston. Because he gets his points mainly with that jump shot, like Allen Houston did.
I'd have felt better than you to say Glenn Rice.
Okay,
yes,
that's even better. That's even better.
I felt better you say Glenn Rice. Allen Houston, light skin, man. You know how I feel about them.
But Glenn Rice's offensive package was way more advanced than Middleton because he had that post game and he had really, really good footwork. Which Middleton got decent good footwork.
Houston though?
Yeah. Hey, go ahead, Shelton. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, man? You know, it's tapping in.
What's
tapping in with you guys.
Yeah,
man.
what's up?
What's up, man? Hey, listen, man. Did I miss last week's show? Or you just needed a break, man. I ain't. What happened?
You missed last week's show because we missed it.
We just ain't felt like hearing you, bro.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks. I think we had one set up for week before last, and then something fell through, and then last week I was out of town.
Chris, this is me.
Oh, okay, all right. You sure you was out of town? You was ducking smoke. Which one it was, man?
Oh yeah, I seen that post. Well, if I was ducking smoke, bring the smoke to me that I'm ducking. You here now?
Man, what happened, man?
I don't know. You didn't see what happened?
Yeah, I saw what happened.
No, well, okay, give me your analysis on what happened.
It wasn't enough, man. He choked.
Come on now. You can't. I can't.
He choked, man. He choked. He had one job, man. Get out the East. LeBron did it for years. He's considered the best player in today's game. He should be enough.
Boy.
Okay.
Boy.
So what did LeBron? So
did LeBron make it out the West?
No.
Well, I mean, no. This is the East.
So what you're saying? He pulled a LeBron. That's what you're saying.
I mean, I'm just saying he did it. 9 finals in a row in the East. I was expecting the best player in the
Well, I'm gonna use your standard to establish some other things, Sheldon. So if choke means not making it out of the East, if you're the best player, how many times did LeBron choke in the East?
I mean, nothing, man.
You got you can hear.
So hold on. So
you can hear.
So that year that the White Howard sent them home 4-1, there wasn't no choke.
I mean,
here come the excuses. Go ahead.
Man,
here come the excuses.
They were the better team.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They were the better team.
All right. But was it a choke job?
But I'm
Blue.
I mean, they were the better team, man. LeBron didn't have James Harden next to him, or any caliber of player, or at the time, arguably, he wasn't the best player in the league.
I really think
he wasn't.
Hold on, Corey. Let me have this conversation with him because I really think he had no foundation for what he's trying to say.
You think he has base?
It has no base. But if you want to consider LeBron the GOAT, as much as he choked, I would give him GOAT, but I would give him throat GOAT. How about
one on another team?
I'm gonna let you have this one, man. But you know what? I think KD should have had been enough to get out the East, man. Like
I do too.
Brooklyn team, they got a solid team, regardless of Kyrie being hurt and James Harden being banged up. He should have been enough to get out the East.
I agree.
To beat
what the?
I mean, Giannis can't shoot. Like, how can how you let Giannis beat you? Like,
I agree.
So Brown would have won that series, and Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving was hurt.
Yeah, he did it plenty of times. Look up his history.
No, he hasn't.
And Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love was hurt.
No, he hasn't.
He did.
That's the point. That's the point where we had this conversation. Like y'all, like people don't watch the game, we don't have the history. Y'all be lying. LeBron's never done that without his second and third best player.
He just put up 50 points because nobody else was on the team.
Name a point where actually, I don't think LeBron ever had a caliber team that KD had. Now. And he still got out the East.
Hold on, the team that he lost. Oh, so his second best player was Blake Griffin and Jeff Green. I think Jeff Green actually played on it.
Blake Griffin and
no, you can't honestly say that. You can't.
Jeff Green, a younger, more Jeff Green, more prime Jeff Green was on LeBron's squad with Cleveland, and they lost.
Yeah, is Jeff Green that good though? Like,
okay, but that's what I'm saying.
Larry Hughes, bro. The man had Larry Hughes. He had Drew Gooden. He had Jim Brown. Goddamn, I don't give a fuck what his name is. The boy had 2 All-Stars on his team.
Larry Hughes. These are not even. Who's that?
You'll kick your ass. I know that. Larry Hughes the ball. I'm sorry. Larry Hughes can go.
You can't bring up Larry Hughes, man. Come on.
You said LeBron never had a team.
Listen, if I was playing in the NBA, I'll be Larry Hughes.
Go ahead, Zo.
It'd be Matthew Dellavedova.
Great point. Shell just said that he don't think LeBron ever had a team like that. LeBron played with D Wade and prime Chris Bosh. I cannot believe this man.
That's one.
Hey, and then went to the finals and
Lamar, I'm disgusted. Lamar, twice.
Yeah.
It's an old man dirt.
You talk about defer Wade?
Yes.
Did
Man,
you call
Yeah.
bro, this is not even worth. Hey Sheldon, I cannot go there with you with this.
I can't.
LeBron. You know,
Let me
I
do
cannot
it. Let me
bro.
do it. Let me do it.
Man.
Go ahead.
Man.
Come on, set it up. You got Space Jam comparisons?
Space Jam might be good though. It might
Jordan
be
played against a better a Toon squad than what LeBron about to play against. I'm telling you,
know
Jordan
what?
played against a better Toon squad. Go look it up. Look at the facts. But you're gonna tell me what Jordan had. You're gonna tell me LeBron had worse players than Jordan. Is it Bugs Bunny? Is it Bugs Bunny?
Hey, Raheem, you don't want to. Raheem, you don't want to hear the answer to this question when I ask it to Sheldon. So I'm gonna ask him, but I guarantee you don't want to hear this.
All right, go ahead.
The question is, who was a better version of Superstar? 2013 Wade and Bosh, or 2021 Harden and Kyrie?
You know, I'm honestly answering that question.
What you taking a pool?
Listen, I'm honestly answer that question.
Thank you.
I think you know.
He said, "Hang up on this, bro."
KD got the better spot because
No. Answer the question. Answer the question. Who's better, 2013 Wade and Bosh, or 2021 Harden and Kyrie?
21 Harden and Kyrie.
Okay, so since
Y'all
set that man up.
Hold on. Let me ask the questions. So 2013 Wade and Bosh both stayed healthy the whole season, right? Harden and Kyrie did. Wait. Harden and Kyrie didn't. That's number one. Number two,
Don't forget
you've been on record. You've been on record a lot of times downplaying Kyrie Irving's greatness and saying he was not that good and he can't do anything without LeBron. You can't then come back on the back end and then say he's better than Wade.
And come on the front end either.
Side to side. There's no angle. There's no angle here.
I'm gonna tell you why though, because when LeBron James went to Miami, he had to. These guys didn't click together, man. Like, you know,
I'm not asking about
in your
I'm asking about who's
trying to help
better.
you.
Let me ask you this: is Kyrie Irving the top 3-point guard in the league?
Am I? No. He's not
Okay,
even top 20.
So he's not even in the top 20. You can't say that he's better than Wade and Bosh. You get what I'm saying?
No,
like your love for LeBron makes you hate certain
I don't
players.
think Bosh is a top 50 player.
Okay,
I don't think he was that good.
Okay, but you only saying that because it helps your LeBron takes. That's the only reason. You downplay every teammate he played with, and you downplay anybody who has a personal issue with him. You say Kyrie's not even a top 20 point guard, but you go say that he's better than Wade and Bosh. Come on.
I think with him in Brooklyn, they go together. You know, there's nobody deferring. The way Wade had to defer his game, Chris Bosh turned into a spot shooter when LeBron got there.
Dwayne Wade.
These guys are not doing the same thing.
Wait a minute. Dwayne Wade. First of all, Dwayne Wade did not defer his game. Dwayne Wade played the same.
Oh yeah, definitely did.
LeBron.
I watch every single game.
Shit.
So you saying when LeBron got there, it was the same Dwayne Wade?
The first year for sure.
Yeah. He had to be
1 year.
He had to be.
The first year for sure.
What happened in the remaining years?
The second year that look, and this is coming out of Wade's mouth, not verbatim. I'm a paraphrase, but pretty much he said that he knew that they wasn't going to be able to win if he didn't scale his game back and let LeBron be LeBron, because LeBron has no other lane to dominate in other than give me the ball and let me play Bron ball. Ain't that amazing that like you have to play? It's all about.
I give credit to that now. You have
a first ballot Hall of Famer. You have a first ballot Hall of Famer that was on a team that won a championship. But like literally, like, he was the only real superstar on the team, unless you count Alonzo Mourning as being a superstar, and then an old ass
was on
Shaq,
it.
right? That was an old ass
Mhm.
Shaq, man.
All
Like,
those
Shaq was 36,
Yeah.
37 years old.
Oldham, baby.
Come on, yeah, Shaq was old. So
No, Gary
Dwayne Wade
Jason
had
Wade.
already done it. Dwayne Wade had already done it before. Dwayne Wade, LeBron, they tried to give LeBron the helm that first year, and he couldn't do it. So Dwayne Wade took it back over.
You can't say Shaq is old if he's effective. He's putting up numbers.
He was
Shaq
past his
was
prime.
averaging,
So you call
averaging like
you just
8
call
points
Shaq
a
a
game.
Viagra, bro. You just call Shaq a Viagra.
He was
He-
10
Most
points a
dominant
game.
players. I think Shaq could come in, come out now and drop at least 25 in today's game.
All right.
He was
I thought I'll be
Shaq
high.
Shaq averaged like 8 points a game when
Boy,
he was in Miami, man.
In the
Like,
finals?
come on.
All right, so
man.
that make the argument against him. That make the argument.
Then if I'm
Shaq
not
could come out
mistaken,
right
if I'm not mistaken, in the game 6 where they beat Dallas, didn't Dwayne Wade go to the free throw like a record like 28 times?
He kept
Yeah, but
going.
that was an NBA fix though. We ain't even gonna
Yeah,
talk, we ain't even gonna
absolutely.
discuss that.
Absolutely.
Wait,
So
now,
don't
hold
say,
on.
but I'm talking about Sheldon saying that Shaq was dominant in the
Yeah, man.
finals. Shaq
This
didn't
the
have
thing.
to be dominant in the finals because Dwayne Wade was dominant from the free throw line.
No,
So
that's true.
That's
the thing,
That's
that's
true.
not,
But,
that's not
but
true.
he's right. Shaq was still effective because Shaq came back
He
in
just
better
came
shape.
from LA.
Come on,
That
man.
first year in Miami, he came back in better shape than he was in LA. He was fat in LA. He came in Miami looking really good.
It's called
But
cocaine.
he was only good that 1 year. After that, he was fat again.
He stopped doing that coke.
Yeah.
Good
But-
LA,
he was
that good. That
But
good
yeah,
LA
Sheldon,
cocaine.
you know good and well I don't duck smoke and
No, for sure, man. It was 11 games, man.
yeah.
But I'm definitely, man. You kind of looking like Marv from Blue Street today, man. What's going on with the fit, man?
What's going on with what?
Wait,
My-
man.
Huh? What's what?
I'm messing
He called you Harold Melvin.
with you, man.
Huh?
He called you Harold Melvin. I know you.
He
Ain't.
I only know what
said
Martin
you
from
look
Blue
like-
Street.
You look like Martin from Blue Street.
I don't
When
know
you
what
had the
that means.
pizza, when he had the
What
pizza,
You never
mean?
seen the movie from
I'm
you never seen the movie
messing
from Blue Street.
one day
You
she
got
felt
one.
like I'm gonna hit him in the eye. Yeah.
Oh, y'all silly.
I'm gonna watch that shit when I get out of here.
Hey, look, hey, Shelton, put your roadcaster on the line for this bet.
Ooh.
All right,
Yo,
give me the date.
Wait,
I'm gonna write it down right now.
This is the bet. Let me know if you want to take it or not. This is the bet.
wait, now what
The
side shoe
Clippers,
you at?
the Clippers will win the next 2 games and make it to the finals.
That's a tough man. You
Yeah,
know what?
before you answer
You know I can't.
Before you
I
answer
can't
that,
bet on this.
what
this
side
year
shoe you
playoff,
at?
man.
Before you answer that,
Y'all
before you answer
deserve-
that, Sheldon, what side shoe you at?
Huh?
What
I
side
can't.
shoe you at?
I can barely hit 12.
If he get this bet right, Mel, we got it. I'm gonna get you your favorite pair of LeBrons. So get it right. Get it right.
Oh,
Get it right.
So we put
Get
the
it right.
LeBrons on the line for the roadcaster.
We put in LeBron. That's how much he believes in
Let me think
LeBron.
about
His
that
coach
one, man.
needs to
Let me
go
think
there.
about that one.
I
I
don't want
can't bet on
nothing.
this year playoff, man. It's too much going on.
You have
Giannis
20.
just got hurt. Too much going on, man. I think the NBA is in trouble, man.
Giannis ain't hurt like that.
He'll be back. Hey, that man made from the greatest stuff in Africa, but even though I know he's European, but that's a straight up African right there.
Hey, y'all see how much you believe in LeBron? Though I didn't even want nothing back on the other end of the bet.
No, the roadcaster is on the bet. The roadcaster for the LeBrons, they're both on the line.
Yeah, what you had to pay me? Nothing.
If he
That's how
accepted
much
it.
they believe in LeBron. He wouldn't even accept
That's not even
a
a fair bet.
Yeah, to me.
For a LeBron lover, it is.
Yeah, shit. I don't even love the motherfucker. I'll take that bet.
for some LeBrons.
I don't. I,
The-
shit,
your-
I would
your
know.
fa- your-
I
your-
don't know
your
damn
favorite
LeBron.
Unless you
Shut-
can watch the
shut-
gold LeBrons. Those are like $800 right now.
You know what, Sheldon?
Sheldon,
I got you, bro. I got you.
You
I
really,
got it. No matter what.
really, you walking out of here with a free.
Nah,
bet.
I wouldn't take that bet. I wouldn't take that bet.
I'm gonna send it to you anyway, bro. Size 12. Name you the favorite
Size 12.
LeBron.
Okay.
Buddy.
Bet. All right, let us go ahead and get up out of here, Shell, man. Hey, keep it locked. Call back in if you feel like you want to strength with me, like Kwame Brown.
Sam
You want
wanna-
Cassell.
All right, bro.
All right, for sure.
Sam Cassell, coach.
Later, Shell. Later, Shell.
Sam
bro.
Cassell, coach.
All right, bro.
He assistant. He on the bench over there.
You about to get a head coaching job.
I think a head coaching job with the Wizards. I just
that's what I just saw that shit. I'm like, I didn't know
Man, I
he-
would. Boy, I wouldn't take that job. What? Unless Westbrook gone,
Oh, bro, don't.
I would not take that
the
job
way-
with Westbrook.
The way Sheldon loves LeBron is the way Mel hates Russell Westbrook.
I don't
analogy.
hate Westbrook.
I don't think it's
But-
the same.
I don't hate Westbrook, but I want anybody to love me as much as he loved LeBron. Yeah, I don't think my own mama love me like that. I mean, my mama don't. Cap.
Did you
And
see
my
what I
mama
put
be
on the
cap.
Facebook?
My mama be capping for me too, boy. My mama
Did you see
would
what
cap all
Did you
day.
see what
for
I
me,
put on
but
the?
I don't
Did you
think
see what
she
I put
cap
on the
like he do.
Facebook page? Did you see what I put on the Facebook page? If a woman don't love me like y'all love LeBron, then I don't want her.
It's true, man. I've never seen this type of infatuation, I guess I could call it. With that, like,
That ain't
that.
infatuation. Ain't infatuation. That's love.
Sheldon, I can't believe you
That's
said.
love.
I can't believe you said that LeBron could take any team out of the East, and just ignore the fact that he's never made it to the finals. Now he played in the finals without his second and third best player because Kyrie got hurt the first game. But if Kyrie was hurt in round 2, do you think LeBron gets to the finals?
No.
He
get
got to the
that.
he got to the finals one
that.
year with a squad. But his second and third best player wasn't hurt. So if you got your second and third best player the whole season, and then you got him in the playoffs, I expect and like if you have a top 2, top 3 record in the league, I expect you to go far in the playoffs. No matter how you say that you try to downplay the names that are his second and third best players. You can downplay Mo Williams all you want to and Big Z all you want to, but they didn't get hurt. That's the whole thing. So when your second and third best player goes down, I haven't seen LeBron carry his squad to no finals like that. It's just not there.
And Kevin
Right.
Durant, and we talking like Kevin Durant went out and laid an egg. Like dude literally went out and hit 50 points. They
a
just
couple
didn't
times.
have enough.
No, he did not yet.
You know what I'm
49.
saying?
If his
So I'm my bad, Slim. My bad, Slim. 49. My bad.
was behind that line like he thought it was on that step back, we
Bruh.
wouldn't even have this conversation because they'd be
Game would have
playing.
been
No.
over.
Yeah, we wouldn't be having this conversation. So
But he did.
You
So
right.
we having this conversation. We got
we gotta
2
have
more
it.
hours.
So let's go into that and what we thought happened. For me, I'd be short, but for me, I felt like, of course, he lost Harden and Kyrie, but even with that happening, they was up 2-0 when they, without Harden, and then when they lost Kyrie, they could have pulled one of those games out for sure. I think they dropped the game they could have had, and they didn't have an offense.
They lost the game that Kyrie got hurt in. That they should have won that game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that's
game
what it
Kyrie got hurt in.
But that's making homeboy come.
You put LeBron on it. You're right. I agree.
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh,
But-
no.
But look, so this they didn't have an offense ready for a team without Harden and Kyrie. So the offense became
Wait, they played the whole damn season without Harden and Kyrie. There was enough
Right.
tape to
No,
play
no,
without
But
them.
remember,
no.
Slim,
It was
but
one.
remember,
It was
Slim,
always one of
they-
them though. It was always
they
they always
lost-
had two.
They lost a lot of games without them two in the game though. When it was just one and the other two were missing, they were losing. They weren't winning.
So should they been better prepared for it?
You gotta have at least two of them on the court.
Can I get to the end of my thought? That's all I want. I just want to get to the end of my
You
thought.
gave me a chance to portray no thought yet, but it's all good. Go ahead.
You would get your
You're good.
chance as soon as I told you I was
You're
gonna try to
good.
be short,
I mean,
but I'm
you done-
getting obstacles
Did
at
you-
every
Did
turn.
you shut already?
You done danced over me every topic. But if we
You're
good,
5'10".
go ahead.
You ain't trying. You're doing it.
Go ahead.
That's a line to have. What do you hear to play back? What do
Go
you hear to
ahead.
play back?
Because I wanted to say what I had to say about. I can't even remember what the first topic was. Y'all was right on top of me. You good? I don't care. Whatever.
That's not true. That's absolutely not true.
Bullshit. You went Zoe. You went Slim, and the next thing I know, we on the next topic. I'm like, okay.
Slim took the ball and
Corey.
shot it anyway.
Don't even worry about that boy. He'll get. I'm gonna squeeze mine in though. You bet.
Y'all gonna hit Corey.
I was shocked it took 45 minutes to lose control.
Here's the end of the story. Then Corey, you can go ahead and spin. They didn't have an offense just for KD on the floor without the other two. When KD was there, he always had one of them, either Kyrie or Harden, right? And he was trying to do everything by himself by scoring. It's a whole lot different when you're the scorer and try to do everything by yourself. It's equivalent to what it looked like when Kobe was doing it when Smush Parker was his second best player, right? When you're a scorer, it's not that good for you to say, "Give me the ball and let me just do everything." That's more for a facilitator like LeBron to do something like that. Scores, they more potent if they got another guy that's facilitating, and then you're able to preserve your energy, use your post up and do other things and just kill. But KD was like, "Give me the ball," because we ain't got no point guard. They wasn't playing Mike James, and it was just him running point, him being the primary scorer, and it fall back into the stuff I hate about Luka and Harden and Westbrook and all that stuff. So that's what I think about it. So
let me ask you this, Mel: is that bad coaching? Because they knew they wasn't gonna be available.
Is it bad coaching?
Hyperextended knee.
If that was Steve Nash game plan from day one of the season, I would say that's bad coaching. But when you lose your two stars in one series, and you're like, man, just win me 2 games, KD, and he gets you 1 game by playing like that, and then get another one. I'm pretty sure the game plan would have been totally different if they were able to get out of that second round and catch their breath. But they did.
Okay, Mel. But you go back in the comments, they only played 8 games together all season. So
all three of them together.
Right.
But at no time was one of them by themselves like KD was.
No, yeah, I agree with that. But like my whole thing is for like people to say, like people, especially like because we had the argument that KD was the best player on the Facebook page, right? Which I wholeheartedly agree, KD is the best player in the NBA right now. But when you have, as soon as he lost, it was over with. I have never seen LeBron completely try to will a team himself to a win. Never. It's always a meltdown.
In Cleveland.
Yes.
His first stint in Cleveland against Detroit.
I saw the dude score a bunch of straight points against Boston, bro. Like I don't like LeBron either, but I gotta give him his due. But
we're talking about Kevin Durant does this every time he's on the court. If he is by himself, that dude will try to will his way to a win no matter what. It's just his mentality. We're talking about spot times that LeBron has done it. KD has done it time after time after time after time again. But my whole thing is this. Though. If I know that James Harden is going to be out there at 50% and Kyrie Irving is not going to be on the court, and I'm going to have to rely on KD, I'm coming up with some kind of game plan to try to win. Not just get the ball to KD, everybody move out the way, and y'all just start and just let him shoot.
Yeah, but have you ever and I don't know how it is for football, but have you ever all right, let's put it this way. I coached a couple of teams, right?
In football.
When you try to change something on a fly that you're not able to practice, you might have it all up in here in your head. This is what I want to do. But if you haven't practiced it, it ain't go come out right on the floor.
That make you a bad coach, right?
So we played.
Yeah, if I wasn't prepared, that happened to me before. It happened to me before because I ran out with one of my son's team. We ran a half court trap the whole season, and no one could get by it, right? And I played. It was a team that we beat by 20. They end up meeting us in the championship, and they was 100% ready for that trap. And I didn't practice that whole week of backup plan for it. So when I tried to go at halftime and switch them out of that trap into something different, it got worse because we didn't practice it. So yes, it's been unprepared, but I'm not going to say bad coaching.
Yeah, there's just bad coaching.
So I would understand it in a situation like this, Mill. We played in a football game. We were down 21-6, right? And we scored a touchdown, and they ended up calling a fumble on the play, like something crazy happened. And our left tackle and our right tackle both started yelling at the referee, and it kicked them both out the game.
Mm-hmm.
It completely changed our offense because I just stayed in the shotgun and threw the ball right around, but we couldn't do that no more because they couldn't block. So we went to a double tight end set, but we moved to a double tight end set and just ran the ball down their throat, and we won the game. You understand what I'm saying? We adapted and overcome.
Was y'all running plays? Was y'all running plays that y'all practice, or was y'all saying, "Hey, this gonna be the new play. Let's just do this on the fly and kill them"?
Oh, we just started running. We started running basic football plays. 32 dive.
Did y'all practice 32 dive?
Not like that, but we knew how to run it.
You said y'all was down or up 20?
What plays were they
21-0.
running in Brooklyn that you think they practiced?
KD shoot left, KD shoot right, and KD shoot up
to Will.
The thing is, like I've seen Mike James play good minutes. I've seen a couple of those dudes play. Like you have to. I get
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie, like you have to kind of give these dudes a shot. And I get it. You nervous. This is high stakes basketball. This is when it means the most. And I think somebody said it in the comments. Like he made some rookie mistakes. I do get both points, honestly, because it's hard to run something that you didn't have to depend on at all. But I would have much rather see Mike James take some of the ball handling duties at the least.
Instead of watching James Harden walk up the court.
Mike James.
Court, or either give the ball to KD and everybody just standing there knowing he ain't gonna pass him the ball because KD realizes what he got to do. But
y'all talking about Mel Twin, Mike James used to play for the Rockets.
Not that Mike James. If that dude is still in the league, but nah, man, I just wanted to see something different, and that's what I was hoping for. But I mean, the thing is, KD was still, even in that offense, still one shot away from doing it. He was one shot away from doing it. So now I think that gives him
one
toenail
doing it.
1 inch, a toenail.
One toenail. You'd have clipped that son of a bitch. You'll be
now. Look, this is what I think the difference of the game was. Me looking at the game within the game, and I'm not using this as an excuse. It's just an observation.
Yeah.
PJ Tucker did play good defense, but they did allow a lot of holding on KD's penetration dribble. So a lot of times he wasn't able to get by PJ. You know, it was it was an initial contact where he'll impede his momentum just enough, and then he'll take his hands off. And he did that on every KD drive. Every KD drive. And they allowed. Now the game they didn't allow where PJ got in foul trouble, he erupted for 51.
Agree.
I think
it's an observation.
That's the type of basketball you like, though, baby.
No, but they didn't allow that. They didn't allow Jeff Green to do it on the other end.
He's Jeff Green. It's not
like Brooke. Okay, but no, it's PJ Tucker. They allowed him to play Kevin Durant like that, but when Jeff Green tried to play tough nose defense, they couldn't guard Giannis like that. Blake Griffin couldn't guard Giannis like that.
But why
they allowed PJ Tucker to play 90s basketball, and nobody else on the court could play 90s basketball.
Well, why would you play tough defense on Giannis when he's shooting air balls at the free throw line? He's doing all this like I'm backing up, right? Are you saying in the paint he was playing tough defense?
Or anything. If
And
he had
him going
Giannis,
Him doing
Giannis
that
going to the
same.
No. Basically, what I'm saying is calling the game like that stop KD from being able to beat them by himself. They evened it out because KD could have absolutely beat them by himself, but they evened the playing field by saying we're gonna like when you go on 2K and you turn the settings up just for you, right? You move the sliders, right? They moved the slide. They moved the sliders back on the KD fouls. Was like, well, like everything wasn't a foul when you was doing it to KD.
Do you think somebody gonna score 81 again?
KD could have got 81. If they called the game fair, he would have got 81. Hey, Lamar and Chris, y'all typing so much, and I want to read it. Y'all gonna have to call.
They sending angry text messages.
Yeah, because they going in, and I know it's some good stuff.
Yeah, they normally have takes anyway. Let's see. Lamar wasn't expected. I'll read one.
Hey,
Game 7 with State with Brooklyn.
I was about to say, so don't be that kid that we used to hate get called on in school that couldn't read.
I'm pretty good at reading out loud. I'm pretty decent. Let's see.
I just had a flashback of one of them dudes.
Hey, Lamar, call in. Or Chris calling.
Yeah, because y'all use some big old words. Boy, what y'all doing texting like that?
That's liability. That is not a big word.
No, expect. Look, I can't read it. Look. Uncle Jeff.
Respect on Uncle Jeff. Man went 8 for 9.
And say number defense. And say number defense. He better go 8 for 9. Well,
8-man rotation. I do got an issue with Harden playing so many minutes, man. I remember that one play. I want to say it was in overtime. I think Brooklyn scored the first point, so they was up 2. They might have went up 3, and they got a good stop. And Harden tried to throw it way down the field, KD for easy layup, and it got stolen. Like they was up 2 or 3 points, and they just needed one more basket to kind of like get some space, and they couldn't get that one basket. It was sad, but I would have took Harden out at some point. Like he because he passed up a bunch of opportunities and shots because he just didn't have the legs.
Going to show you a good looking woman better than a great woman.
Bro. So no Giannis to control the middle, and Clint Capella is all of a sudden a monster.
Yeah, this man is not. I just saw a shot that this man just made. Clint Capella. Let me tell you something.
I'm not saying nothing but my boy CC. I'm not saying nothing but CC.
Yeah, CC didn't have, he has been quiet since granted, let me say this first. This man went against Julius Randle in the first round, which he looked decent. He went against Embiid the second round, and he's going against Giannis, the primary defender against these dudes. He be getting cooked, but Giannis goes out. This man just hit a shot over the backboard. He grabbing all the rebounds, all the
catching Ali. Clint Capella is a fool.
E equals CC squared.
Hey, go ahead, Colin.
CC squared, baby.
Yo, what's good, Lamar? What's good, folks?
Yeah, you get that cash out.
Oh yeah. Nah, I got that cash out. Peaches, she's an honorable woman. So you know, whatever man lucky to be with her.
Oh, she ain't honorable. She sings to the wrong person.
Bruh, hey, I already got my bread.
You ain't got nothing.
Hey, man, hey, it's glad to see y'all fellas. What y'all went ahead and spent all your stimulus check. Now y'all Negroes gotta get back to work.
No, I had women issues. Hey, I was out damn money to the right person.
Hey, Lamar, I was out of town. I was in North Carolina this week, and look, bro, the travel back was the worst flight experience I ever had in my life, bro.
Oh yeah, man, because you coming from the West Coast, that time change gonna do you.
No,
do you in,
that ain't why. I'm talking about the flight cancellations. The flight, I had to switch flight. It was just bad. It's another topic we have another day though. But what's up though?
You probably was with American Airlines. That's probably why.
Yeah, that's exactly who I was with.
He called it.
Come on, I call that, bro.
Yeah.
American Airlines.
We'll never get a sponsor from them. You got
Hey, American Airlines had you in the airport ready to blank, bro.
Hey, Lamar, Chris said don't take forever. He on a 15-minute lunch break at work. So go ahead and get out. What you
Oh, I apologize, Chris. My bad, bro.
But go ahead though.
But look, if anything, this whole playoffs is literally is the example of when you got to be able to do more than just X's and O's as a coach. You got to be able to adjust. These injuries is everywhere. So now Giannis is hurt. So now Budenholzer, he got to find a way to adjust. I mean, it ain't gonna happen in this game, obviously, but you don't know how the rest of the series is gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah.
But my problem with Steve Nash is, I'm not going to harp on him too bad, but he got to know how to make not mistakes, but know how to adjust. Well, yeah, he did make some mistakes. Like, I didn't get the point where, they got the possession in overtime. You had a timeout in your pocket. Give your man a chance to rest. Like, you didn't already ran him ragged, and he came up short on that shot, air ball, and he had a smaller Drew Holiday on him. Like, timeout, take your timeout and draw up a better play, something. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, why have the timeout sitting in your pocket? And another thing is, when I said the 8-man rotation, like how you keep giving Joe Harris almost 50 minutes and that dude couldn't hit water standing in the middle of the ocean on the yacht. Like,
I mean, Joe Harris was healthy though. Like,
who's behind
who else is he gonna put out there? Shamet wasn't hitting that neither.
Sheldon.
Shamet don't defend like Harris. They switch every screen, and a lot of times Joe Harris, KD, Jeff Green, Harden, they ended up down low with a big man, and they felt comfortable with Joe Harris doing that defensively than somebody like Shamet or Mike James.
Yo, who's that dude behind DeAndre Jordan? And where was he?
All I'm saying is, at that point, like, try something. But
DeAndre
if you only
Jordan?
going 8 men in your rotation and you got a 15-man roster, how do you know what you could possibly get? Like, for instance, look at Ty Lue. Look what Boogie Cousins did last night.
That's a good
he
example.
wouldn't have known what Boogie did had he not put him in.
Or Luke Kennard last series too. Yeah, that's a good example. I like
that
even-
with DeAndre Jordan.
So what I'm saying is like Steve Nash.
Blake Griffin has cooked in basketball games before. Why not just give him a chance? Just give him an opportunity. You never know what's
DeAndre
going to
Jordan
happen.
behind him with some dude that looked like Karis LeVert getting all his minutes.
I'm gonna say Ty Lue is and Monty Williams is coaching circles around these guys. That's in the playoffs right now.
Because they're not scared to make chances, make adjustments.
And you have
Wait a minute.
have
We're
to
not gonna give Ty Lue all that credit for going to zone.
Not just that. It's just that his ability, not ability, but his willingness to
Willingness.
look at
That's
his
the word.
bench.
to be desperate
look at
and
his
call
bench.
anybody that's on the goddamn team.
Nah, I'm gonna finish
So-
your sentence. Boy, I tell you, boy, Slim is doing the cash.
Man, look, it's been a while.
I just
I've been busy.
want to get this point out. I just want to get it out. That's it. Just
Slim must have got some good cutty last night. He's feeling real good.
he
right
wipe
now.
over there wiping
Goddamn
his sweat off
cut.
with a
Look
pair
at
of
that.
panty drawers.
I don't never get
Look.
that. There you go.
My whole thing is, look at, I don't know who draws it dude got wiping his sweat, but he keeps smelling it.
Ain't
But,
nothing reason.
But what I wanted to say is Ty Lue will look at his bench and say, I'm gonna see what I can get from you tonight, right? Or he will look at his starting five and say, I don't like what you gave me last game. I'm gonna
that's
bring
what's
out
up.
the yeah, you know what I mean? Like he took Pat Beverly completely out of the lineup in the second series, and now he's back in, right? And
Yeah.
Rondo got some big time minutes last series, but not so much
but
this
now
time,
Rondo ain't seeing no minutes now.
right?
Y'all
You know what I
literally
mean?
gave me the equivalent of grabbing any girl in the club that's ready to come home with.
Well, my whole point is some coaches are not doing that, and it doesn't mean it's bad coaching. It just means it's your philosophy and your old, like Doc Rivers set in his ways. That's how he do it. He ran his guys to the the brink of no return in Boston, and it worked for him. So he's not going to change that. It just didn't work for the Clippers.
Yeah, old habits are hard. Like Nate McMillan, I think is another good example. Before now, he couldn't get out the first round, but he would stick to whatever his rotation was, regardless of anything. He has surprised me, not just with his mentality, because we knew what type of player Nate was. He was a hard-nosed defender, tough guy, and he kind of instilled that in them birds. But the willingness to change in the playoffs. In the playoffs, when everybody shorten their rotation, you got to give them credit for that because coaches don't do that. Like a lot of coaches don't do that. So
it's
that's why. Hey, man, hold on. Let me talk to you real quick. Did you really just say the Clippers winning the next 2 games?
Yes.
Oh, let me hear this. I gotta hear this.
Bro,
the Clippers go win next 2 games. That's all to it.
That's it.
The Clippers gonna lose by 30
in depth. Is you gonna go in on that explanation? That's it.
Yeah.
Man, say why waste all that philosophy on dumb ears?
You know what? I want like you.
Clippers lose tonight by 12. Serious. Shit.
I can't. I'm not ready to say that. I'm not ready to say
Unfortunately.
No. See, this is what happens.
The real Paul George will show up.
If he
will.
If he gets these,
okay.
He will.
Okay, let me backtrack and make a better statement. Right?
Wait, you already backtracking, brother? Wait, hold on. See,
I'm backtracking. I'm gonna make a better statement.
This is what happened when you leave North Carolina and been in Cali too long.
Look, I'm gonna make a better statement. This is the better statement I want to make. If it goes to a game 7, the Clippers will win.
No, we're not doing that.
If it goes to a game 7, the Clippers will
bet on it. I got a Lamar Odom jersey.
If it goes to a game 7, the Clippers will win. That's my statement.
Look, I feel why you saying that, but I'll say this. Phoenix should have closed the door last night.
They could have. Hey, Chris, you can call in. I got 3-way on my phone. You can call in now.
They playing Bruno Mars. Leave the door.
Phoenix should have closed the doors because now Clippers is feeling themselves. They feeling like, oh hell, we can get this now. I mean, you leaving the door open. Phoenix is literally leaving the door open.
Paul George is due for a 3 for 30 game.
Where's the next game?
3 for 30? Really, Corey?
He is due for a 3 for 30 game.
Especially after he 40 burger and now he gonna go 3 for 30.
3 for 30.
Hey, Chris, go ahead. Go ahead, Chris.
Paul George will stand up.
Chris, go
What's
ahead.
happening, y'all?
What's up, man?
What's up, Chris?
Nah, on the current topic, the Suns definitely going to the finals.
Okay.
I don't care if it's in 6 or in 7. Like, Paul George is due for, like I said, another 5 for 29 shooting night. And then who else going to step up behind him?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but Reggie Jackson been hella consistent this whole playoffs.
Reggie Jackson been playing ball, and I guarantee you, I guarantee you, Boogie Cousins is gonna be getting more minutes these
and
last
he's gonna
couple
be
games.
more aggressive.
Yeah,
Reggie, I promise you, he's gonna be more ejected too.
He said more ejected.
I am truly. When Reggie Jackson started hooping the way he hooped, I'm truly convinced that ugly people can hoop.
But listen. Do you think Reggie Jackson? So if Paul George, because Paul George been on fire this whole series, has he not?
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, inefficient sometimes.
But I mean, he's still getting 30 something, almost 40.
Yeah, but he's also taking 40 shots to get that 30 points. So what's the point?
He also going to the line too.
True. And he ain't making those free throws either.
He is making those free throws.
He just missed that count. Yeah, we ain't talking about clutch.
out of the games where they won, I think he's only missed one free throw.
Okay.
So
and that's that's 2 games.
Well, 2 games plus another game that they lost. So it's 3 games out of this series where he had his best stats as far as scoring. And out of those 3 games, he only missed 1 free throw. The free throws he missed in the 2 losses, you know, is everybody's making that into he's shooting bad free throws, but he's not. Like he's shooting phenomenal from the free throw line.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Maybe I should have reworded it.
Yeah.
Clutch free throws, he ain't making them.
So here's the thing: DeMarcus Cousins will play a role, probably bigger than what he did last game. I think DeMarcus will play about 22, 23 minutes, and I think that might do a little bit of better job on Ayton, because Ayton has just been having his way. He's been able to do what he wants, even though they're not going to him a lot. But ain't nobody pushing him around. Like if you're not gonna get 20 on me and not feel some type of hard foul or some type of pressure or get in some type of fight, it just don't happen. You just can't come and get a smooth 20 for a series. No, seriously, Zoe. You just go get a smooth 20 for 6 straight games.
I gotta do.
Here's the thing about that though, right? Here's the thing about Boogie. I consider Boogie that one player in the hood who's always at the rec on Saturdays. Like he just there just to play aggressive basketball. Like even on that dunk he had on Sarge. Like I don't know if anybody saw it. He low key kind of mushed him in the face going down.
Yeah, he did. He dunked on him and mushed him in his damn face.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? I don't see the problem.
Obviously,
I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Obviously, nothing.
What's the problem?
Unnecessary contact. It's unnecessary contact, right? Boogie can't keep his emotions in check. So if DA gets a cooking Boogie, now you about to be acting like Birdie at the court.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm gonna go to my trunk. I'm gonna go to my trunk, get my gun.
Boogie don't know how to play emotionless basketball. Like sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes that's a bad thing. And I don't know if what's his name, Zubac, whatever the other dude name is, right?
Yeah, he wasn't healthy.
I don't know if he's still. No, he was out. I think he was out.
Yeah, he was out the other game. He was out last night.
So if he's out again and Cousins gets something where he's either in foul trouble or he ends up getting put out the game, now the Clippers is running small ball. You know what I'm gonna do if I'm Chris Paul? I'm driving mid range, feeding Ayton. If they collapse, I'm hitting Devin Booker on the. It's too easy. It's too easy. You target it. Cousins is too much of a big target to eliminate that. Paul George and Reggie Jackson have to drop almost 35 apiece for the Clippers to win this series.
If they go to a game 7, the Clippers will win it.
You want to bet on it?
So
sure. What you want to put on it?
So if they before y'all bet, before y'all bet,
if the Clippers win games, if the Clippers win game 7, you shave your head.
Wow.
So what?
You shave your head bald like mine if the Clippers win game 7.
You gotta wear this jersey.
Hold on. No, because I'm in the middle of getting dreads, man. I can't do that.
So you're not that confident. Go ahead, Corey. My bad. Go ahead, Corey. I thought this man was confident. Go ahead.
If the Clippers do win this series, right? The Clippers do win this series. Does Kawhi come back for the championship?
Man, Kawhi got a torn ACL, man.
I think so too.
Yeah, exactly. I think Kawhi got a torn
Kawhi ain't playing. Kawhi ain't playing.
It's a torn ACL. They're just not gonna say it right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And low key, Giannis might have one too. Them hyperextensions, they still got to do an MRI to see if it's any damage.
Oh, of course. They got an MRI machine in the stadium in Atlanta. I guarantee it. They didn't already looked at it. They know. Yeah,
but Atlanta boy, I love my black people. We be cutting some corners. I'm pretty sure the MRI machine is just a doctor. It's just gonna come by and
chill out, bro.
Heat up.
He might want to wait. He might want to wait till he get to Milwaukee, man, because that doctor gonna come in and look at it and be like,
"You good?
Yeah, it's torn."
You good?
Hey, man, they call that a second opinion. They call that a second opinion.
You good? You good? You should go out there right now and go back. You should just go back right now. You good?
He gonna get the same. He gonna get the same doctor that cleared KD for that Raptors series.
Oh, man, God. Hey, what that doctor at, man?
Man,
Ooh.
I need to find out who that
What
doctor is.
What that goddamn Steve Phone dude that when Chris Paul caught that freaking corona. Nobody gonna look for him. All the commercials, they never threw out that damn scenario. Hey, Chris, put a
Oh,
fucking
my
mask
God.
on. They never threw out that scenario, but no.
Boy, it's
But insurance.
Are we done?
Nobody-
Are we done with pandemic P? Are we done?
Yeah.
Can we end that?
Yeah, we done with it.
Not-
He's proven himself. I think he's proven
What?
himself.
Nah, you can go. You can go from
wait till
pandemic
he
P
drop,
to non-efficient
wait till he
P.
dropped
There
his
you
3
go.
for 30. Wait
It's
till he dropped his
minus-
3 for 30.
It's minus PP.
Wait till he dropped
I'm
his
telling
3
you,
for
man.
30.
What it's gonna be? It's gonna be from pandemic P to possibly P. I can possibly get you 30. I can possibly win you a game.
I don't like it, man. I mean the dude ball. What do you got to do?
It possibly depends on
Just
what he do
win,
the night
baby.
before.
Like
Just win,
I
baby.
feel like
Yeah.
we just coming down on people because it's easy and it's just it's cliche.
No,
If he don't
It's
come,
coming.
Clippers won. Yeah,
It's
he has to
it's
have
coming.
semen retention.
I don't know if it's like
It's-
you look at I'll tell you in the 2012 2013 Indiana Pacers was one of my favorite teams to watch. That Paul George, that team was just crazy. It was giving LeBron
Cooking.
the heat hell.
cooking.
You know what I'm saying? I to this day I say the only reason why they didn't beat the Heat was because of Roy Hibbert. Roy Hibbert was a soft ass center. That's the only reason why they never was able to beat the Heat. You feel me?
Yeah,
But ever since-
I think the NBA had a lot to do with that too. But
Same
go
as
ahead.
Roy.
And that too. But after that leg injury, his mind just ain't. So I think, matter of fact, Mel, I think Dino had said it the other day. I was looking at a post. He might have came back 100% physically, but mentally he ain't never been 100% coming back from that leg injury. He no matter how he was defensive player of the year, MVP candidate that year in OKC. He was all this other stuff. He looked great. He just that mental block, and I think him being put in that bubble was a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you got stripped away from your families for a long period of time, and they still asking you and demanding you to play a game that your heart's not really in it right now because you got to worry about if your family is sick or healthy. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
but now we're all away from that. You know what I'm saying? We're about 98% normal. You didn't have time to kind of get things together. You're healthy. You get what I'm saying? And you still shooting 5 for 87. Make it make sense.
What? Who still? What you mean? He's still shooting 5 for 87? Are you serious? What was the 5 for 87 game?
I'm not exaggerating, but there was a game. I think it was against Utah.
So
where
what?
he literally.
So hold on.
He
Is
shit the
this
bed
something-
against the Mavericks twice.
Is this something that's exclusive to Paul George, or did any other stars have bad shooting nights too?
No, a whole bunch of other people. Devin Booker's had terrible nights.
Right.
Donovan Mitchell had a terrible
Chris
night.
Paul, Luka Doncic.
Exactly.
Right.
KD had this bad shooting night.
Right. So what are we talking about?
Paul George is due for a bad shooting
wait,
night.
hold on. They don't have those nicknames Paul George do, and you're saying he's got this nickname because he's doing something that every other superstar has done. Even
So you wanna know why he
even
has
Michael
this
Jordan.
nickname?
Do you remember the game against the Supersonics in the championship that Michael Jordan had a bad shoot night and Gary Payton was like, yeah, they finally let me guard him, and Jordan was laughing and was like, nah, it was the day before Father's Day or the day after Father's Day.
Yeah.
That was
Hey man, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I think people are giving Paul George hell is because this Negro went and made a self-proclaimed name of playoff.
That's not good enough. That's not good enough. That's not good enough.
Yes, it is.
That's
Yes,
not
it
good
is.
enough.
Hold on,
That's
man.
not good enough.
Look.
This is the first time. This is the
Not
first
wild.
time.
It's not
This is the
wild.
first time. And this is the first time that Paul George has ever been even relevant in a playoff series. Or
Not
in a,
true.
in the series. When has he been relevant?
Corey,
In Indiana.
Corey,
In Indiana.
When?
I
Okay,
know you just
okay.
heard me talk
My
about
bad.
Indiana.
My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I
Not
know you
Indiana. I'm
just heard
talking
me talk
about with
about
the Clippers.
Indiana.
I'm talking about with the Clippers. Not with Indiana. I'm talking about with Clippers. He hasn't been relevant.
Okay.
Yes, he has.
When?
Last year.
When?
He may have,
Last
I
year.
know what he about to do. I know.
You know what? You know what? You know what? No. But I'll say this. I'll say this, Corey. Corey, I'll say this. I don't agree with Mel saying last year, but I will say when Kawhi went down, that was Paul George's coming out party this year. That was it.
Did not.
How can you have a coming
not,
out party when your coming
did
out
I
party
not-
was in Indiana?
Did I? Did I? Not?
I'm just.
Okay,
I'm
Indiana
so
was
confused.
8 years
Look,
ago.
listen, y'all are doing what every person on
Indiana
TV
was
does, and
8
it's
years
so
ago,
easy
bro.
to come down on the guy. Look, look. We have to change our mentality on. Oh, let's just find.
We don't
a
have
person
to change our
blame.
mentality. That's not the same. That's not the same Paul George that's in Indiana. It's not the same guy.
I'm fucking.
You're right. It's not the same. It's not the same guy. But I'm saying.
I told y'all
It's not the same guy.
See Paul George.
Y'all won't keep it on the court.
Okay, see
I
Paul
mean,
George.
if that's the case, then Blake Griffin then cooked his ass off in a playoff game time before too. And you don't want to say Steve Nash did a bad coaching job. Then he should have let his ass cook off too, because it's the same damn Blake Griffin, right?
Yeah, but it's too easy. It's too easy for people to do the blame game. Like, why does it have to be a blame game? Oh, wait.
It's not a blame.
Oh, they lost. It's Doc's fault because look what Doc did in his past. Oh, they lost. It's Steve Nash's fault. Oh, they lost. It's somebody else's fault. It's somebody else's fault.
It's not.
Pandemic
It's not
P,
Doc. It's
all
not.
this
It's
stuff.
not.
Like, stop doing it. Like, just.
It's not Doc Rivers' fault. I never said it was Doc Rivers' fault. I said it was Ben Simmons. You are a professional NBA basketball player, and you're scared to shoot a damn basketball. It makes no fucking sense.
That's you blaming again. That's you blaming again. Like,
but
you
it's
got
not
the
a blame.
team
It's
that you got.
truth.
Listen,
it's a fact.
You have the team that you have, and either your team is going to be good enough to get past the team that you're facing, or it's not.
I just need you to shoot a basketball.
But Mel,
I need you to do your
Mel,
job.
You have to.
That's it.
You have to. When it comes to certain shit like this, somebody has to. So we can look at the Philly Atlanta series, right? We can either say Atlanta was the better team, or we can say it was Ben Simmons' fucking fault, and it was Ben Simmons' fault.
But that just totally takes away from all those 30 and 40 pieces that Trae Young was dropping, and the job that Nate McMillan is doing with his adjustments. When you're just gonna say, "Oh, this whole series is on Ben Simmons." Come on, man.
So 30 and 40 pieces. 30 and 40 pieces. Hold on. So, wait a minute. 30 and 40 pieces that Trae Young is dropping. I'm not taking away from Trae. The only thing I expect Ben Simmons to do is give me 10. If you give me 10, Trae's 30 or 40 don't even matter because we win. He can't do that. Yeah. How are you even in the NBA and you can't score 10 points? It makes no sense.
Go to the losing teams of the teams that lost to Michael Jordan, and I'm gonna show you how people would just switch on how they view things. Who's at fault for all those 6 championships that Michael Jordan won? Which you got 2 in Utah, Karl Malone, John Stockton, then you got Gary Payton and Sean Kipp, and then you go to the first one, Magic Johnson, James Worthy, Clyde Drexler, Terry Porter, and then Charles Barkley, Kevin Johnson. Out of all those losses, which one of those superstars are you blaming?
I'm blaming Michael Jordan because it's Michael fucking Jordan.
You get what I'm saying? So we don't even know what kind of bad shooting nights they had and what mistake, because we just look at it like, oh, they lost to MJ.
But MJ was drunk.
Trae Young was cooking.
But here's the thing.
I know that's how good.
Hold on. We're at a point now where we see everybody's stats, and there's so many advanced stats.
I just saw the replay of Giannis' little injury, bro. That joint went nasty, bro.
Yeah, his knee buckled. It did. It buckled.
Yeah. They said this is hyperextended though, so he should.
It's the same thing happening.
Did you see that joint the way it hyperextended and Clint's big ass jumped into it?
Yeah,
it went the other way.
But
it went.
The thing about now is like we can see everything. We saw Ben Simmons pass up an open dunk. I don't know if
Trae Young guarded him.
There's like a 6-inch difference. How can you not place a blame on that?
That's one play. That's one play.
Hold on.
When they lose by,
you shot 4 for 4 in all the fourth quarters. That's 7 fourth quarters that you played, and you shot a total of 4 for 4, meaning that you did not make any. You did not take any chances in trying to score. in the fourth quarter, clutch time.
Then
let's talk about the 26. Let's talk about the 26-point lead they had, and only Embiid and Seth Curry made field goals in the second half.
Still won. You're 26. You're 26. Nah, I'm sorry. Nah. 26.
Hold on.
26. Two people.
I said 26.
Yeah, so
it was 26. It was
I can score by
26-point
myself.
lead.
We're gonna keep a 26-point lead, fam.
But the fact that only two people recorded field goals, not.
So who played defense, bro?
Recorded.
Who played defense? So who played defense? They came from 26 points because two people scored. Nobody was playing no damn defense.
Nobody else is scoring though.
But you're fucking 26 with 12 minutes, bro. I'm sorry, dog. Like, nah, man. 26 and 12 minutes.
Listen. Defense is fantastic if you have an offense to complement it.
We are,
bro. They lost a 26-point lead, man. Come on, man.
With 12 minutes,
you ain't gonna put that. You're not gonna put that on Ben Simmons, man. Especially when scoring is not his role on the squad. Like you can't come to Rondo on the Boston Big Three and then say why you ain't scored 10 points in the fourth quarter.
But I can't.
Like Ben Simmons' role is literally Rondo.
I can count on Rondo. I can count on Rondo to give me 8 points a night.
No, listen to what I'm saying. You cannot. You can when your role. Wait, Chris. When your role on the team is to get the ball movement as a point guard, like Rondo, you cannot look at a loss and come back and say I'm blaming the guy whose job it is to find these scores.
Okay, man.
Ben Simmons has never.
Can we say Ben Simmons' job wasn't to score, wasn't his job to find some assists?
I'm going to say that you cannot blame one player for losing a 4-game series. You can say that this is what you should do better. Ben Simmons, this is what you need to do better to help the squad, but we're not blaming you.
And I think I agree with that, and of course it's easy for me to say because my squad isn't. The thing is, like, I don't like. Sim got a fight going on back there.
I sure do.
I heard it, but nah.
Go ahead,
I just don't like the way that they blame. And Mel, you know what? You put some perspective on it for me today. And honestly, I was looking at the OKC against Portland series and playoff P or Paul George or whatever you want to call him didn't have the type of game that we expected him to have. Slim, you stupid. But I don't like that. I saw the series. This wasn't a Ben Simmons loss. Yes, he did some questionable things, and part of the reason that people are looking at him like this. Yes, he passed up the open dunk. He went up. The reason why he passed up the open dunk, which don't make it an excuse because I still think he should have shot the ball. We were fouling Ben Simmons when we were down 20 points to shoot. And so he was terrified to go to the line because he's not a good free throw shooter.
How 26 can you be a scary ass NBA player though?
Like you're right.
Wait,
I get that,
wait.
They didn't stop.
God. I saw the guy.
Wait. Let when somebody start on that thing, let them finish. Don't let
them ran. I was arguing.
They didn't stop. They didn't stop. The problem was not just Ben Simmons, and I think that's the point that Mel is making. Mm-hmm. It was Ben Simmons. It was Joel Embiid who was fatigued. It was Steph Curry. Even though he shot the ball great, Kevin Huerter's 6'7", and Steph Curry's not. So he was shooting the ball straight over the top of him. Tobias Harris was hit or miss. Matisse Thybulle has never been a scorer, but he ain't getting no blame. You get what I mean? Like it was a team effort that lost them that game. And once they lost that game, I think they mentally checked out of the series. I don't like the way Embiid went up there and blamed it on doggone Ben Simmons. Like, Embiid's numbers look well, but the times in the fourth quarter when stuff mattered, Embiid relegated himself to a jump shooter. He was shooting a whole bunch of threes because he was tired and he didn't want to bang down in the paint. Like, it was a collective loss.
Wait. I just got one word.
He tired from carrying the load.
You
are a damn superstar in this league. I want you to have 10.
I just got one phrase. a spectacular move by Michael Jordan. Nobody jumped when my man had a clean dunk and switched left. Why he did that? He said he thought who was going to jump. Come on now, y'all hold with me. Y'all hold with me. A spectacular Marv Albert called it. The man went up. They were playing the Lakers. And he went up. Nobody was there. He switched left when he could have just yammed that boy. You can't talk but Ben Simmons. Again, I ain't part of the Jordan slander either because I'm joking. But we watch homeboy go from right to left with no one there, and he said he thought somebody was going to jump. I mean,
MJ. And man,
but that's Ben Simmons. And we thought Ben Simmons was.
But you know what? Hey, you know what, Slim? Though at the end of the day, though, what did he do? He shot the damn ball.
I was waiting for one of you motherfuckers.
Yeah, but but Corey, that's what MJ was known for.
He was a scorer. Ben Simmons never been that.
Right. The scores on the 76ers is Embiid and Tobias Harris. Yeah. And what did Tobias? So if you want to blame anybody, you want to look at Tobias Harris and say, okay, what was your numbers? And I'm not blaming nobody. All I'm saying is this is what needs to get better. And that's my message to Ben Simmons is on this coach. But same as Tobias Harris, you can't disappear because we relied on you for points the whole season. We didn't rely on Ben Simmons for points. We didn't rely on Ben Simmons for points.
But it was like we were having, just like we were having,
you know.
Yeah, go ahead. That's exactly what I'm saying, Raheem.
Go ahead, Lamar.
No, because you know, I got my own podcast too, and you got to look at the bigger picture on why a team lost and why a team won. It just doesn't fall on one person. Like, yeah, it's easy to point at Ben Simmons, but in that same game 7 loss, Embiid had 8 turnovers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is just because Simmons is the easy target, and that's what the media is going to jump on. But if you look at the whole picture, just like you said, Tobias Harris wasn't shooting good, and B has 8 turnovers. Nobody playing defense, so it's a culmination. It's a team game. Not one person, not one reason is the reason why they lost. It's a culmination of everything. So you know, I hear what you're saying. You can't sit here and just keep pointing at Ben Simmons on why they lost.
Everybody don't get paid the same, player. Everybody don't get paid the same.
They sure don't.
But it's only one don't get paid the same.
You get paid a whole lot of money
million for doing some not even scoring. Yes, and I'm a Ben Simmons dude.
He wasn't a score when he got that check. He wasn't a score when he came in the league. He wasn't a score at LSU. He wasn't a score at Mount Verde. He is who we thought he was.
But the thing is though, is when we were on the page, like when we were going back and forth on the page about this same topic, everybody was quick to put up games where he scored 41 points, 38 points, 36 points, 32 points. I
didn't do that. Nope.
He has it in him. He just won't do it. That's my whole problem with the thing.
I don't think that's why he's the most valuable. I think he's the most valuable because you could put him at every position except 2 guard, unless you want to play some defense on the best 2 guard. His game will transcend, but you got to find the right role for him, which is a Scottie Pippen-ish role. He can't be the best player on my team and win the championship.
Don't say Scottie Pippen because Scottie Pippen will cook you for 32. Ben Simmons ain't doing it.
That's Scottie Pippen a simp, bitch.
Oh,
he always.
We gotta kind of discuss that, don't we? I think we kind of gotta discuss that.
Cleo just called Scottie Pippen a simp, bro. Oh, I'm dead.
Listen,
I am dead.
I'm on the. I'm not fucking with Scottie Pippen after what he said. I'm not fucking with Scottie after what he said about
let's talk about what he said because he said 3 things and it's 2 reasons why his stuff is trending. Go ahead, Chris. Introduce what's been going on with Scottie Pippen.
So Scottie, and I can't remember word for word, but Scottie has said something about basically saying KD isn't that guy, ain't gonna be that guy. And we shouldn't have expected KD to win that series by himself. Along those lines. And KD fired back and said that everybody followed Phil. And he talked about the game that Scottie Pippen had a tantrum and sat out because the coach didn't draw up a play for Scottie to hit the game-winning shot.
All right, thoughts. I got my own thoughts on it, but
You used to be in the side, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
I feel
Tony Kukoc, big. Get the ball to Tony. It worked. It worked. Did it not
work? It worked. He hit the
I
shot.
feel
What did you say? What did you say, Slim?
I'm not repeating. it. I
Yo,
didn't
you
mean to
heard what he
curse like
said,
that.
Corey. You heard what he said.
His old lady is everybody else's side piece, so he likes side pieces in his life.
Yeah, I just had to. I gotta have this argument all night.
Somebody had to.
listen. I kind of agree with what Katie said. Like, you can't really sit here and talk like you that guy when you got mad because the play that was drew up wasn't for you. Like, you're no matter if the play is not drawn up for you to score, you're still important for that play to happen.
You sound like Larsa. You sound like Larsa.
So listen to this, right? Case in point, Devin Booker is the guy for the Suns, right? But Monty Williams drew up a play for DeAndre Ayton. What did Devin Booker do? Stepped in, set that screen, and was able. You gotta understand. It's not gonna be. And Scottie is not even the number one option. Mike is. So for you to think that you automatically gonna get a shot to get the game-winning bucket, you high as equal dick because it's gonna be Mike
on the
first.
team, and he still wasn't the number one option.
Yeah, LaCour, you're a young buck. I watched this game live, right?
Mike wasn't even there.
So this is
Scottie was the number one option.
Well, he was the number one option.
He was.
He was the number one option. He was actually in the MVP discussion that season. He won the MVP of the All-Star game by cooking everybody. I think he hit like 9 threes that game, and he led the Bulls in he led them in rebounds, steals, points,
and assists too,
and
right?
assists. Yeah,
Mhm.
and might have been blocks. He led them in 5 statistical categories, at least 4 for sure, right? So he was a cold brother. And the way Scottie described it is the same way I assumed it was. I never heard him come out and say it, but I've always thought it's what he was thinking. But in his mind and his thought process is that I played beside Michael Jordan all of those years. Now Mike is gone. I want to show the world what I can do. The same thought process that Kobe had when Shaq left. I want people to see what I can do. So the first year that he had an opportunity to do that, he was doing it. And then it comes up to that Michael Jordan moment where I'm about to hit a game winner and you call a timeout and draw a play up for Tony Kukoc, and that pissed him off.
Yo.
So let me say this, right?
Are you saying that's right? Are you saying that's rightfully so, Mel? Is that rightfully so?
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Oh, hold on. So listen. So let me ask you on this front, right? You just said Scottie been going dumb all year, been going crazy, right?
Right.
This was a playoff game, right?
Right.
Yes.
It was.
So everybody done had 82 games to see Scottie cook.
But you did.
Who you think they gonna guard coming off the timeout?
Who cares? That's the same thing for Michael Jordan.
But
we seen him cook for years.
Jordan.
We know he getting the ball. Scottie just wanted to prove himself. Don't you want your best player to say, I want the ball, or do you want him to say, I want to pass it to daggone Kyle Korver in the corner?
Hey,
I want my best player. Listen, I want my best players to know what's best for the team in that moment.
See, y'all keep falling into the same trap that
Not
the
me.
sports media world does.
Because
And
I'm
trying
not
to find a blank.
You keep talking about this.
Somebody.
You keep talking
The easy,
about the sports media world. You keep saying that, but
Wait,
just 5
I got
minutes ago,
another
you're talking
example.
about team. You're talking about team basketball. Now you're asking the all-star. You're asking the superstar to play team basketball, and now it's okay for him to be mad. It makes
I
no
got another
sense.
example.
No. Everything is out of the window with one shot on the line or 2 minutes left in the game. That's when you allow. That's the small window you have of saying well, my player is better than your player, and he's going to take us to the promised land. That's what
All right,
that moment is for.
Let me ask you this. Any of y'all remember what the score was at that time?
Nope. I'm gonna ask you another question. You ever got caught cheating, my brother?
Uh-oh. Here we go. The
You ever
slim
got
is
caught, you ever got caught cheating? You ever got caught cheating?
Caught cheating, period.
person situation.
On your girlfriend, on your old lady or wife. Have you ever got caught cheating?
Yeah.
Who's more valuable? Did you go back home?
What?
Did you go back home?
Bro,
Did you
I
go
swear
back
you.
home?
He
ain't paying attention because he don't win.
Slim.
Oh, I'll get you in trouble, baby. Hey,
I
I'll
can't
get
do
you
your
in
example,
trouble.
Slim. I swear, trying to listen to one of your examples is like
because I'm trying not to be graphic. I'm trying to. Okay, you know what? Since you're so confused, I'm gonna understand it. You got your best D sucker. Only don't do it. Where
are we going?
But who's more valuable in your life?
Hey. Slim.
Okay. D sucking or
Slim.
helping you guys defend.
Slim be off the chain with these metaphors, bro.
But they make
I swear to God, bro. Slim be on one, bro. So
but you know what I'm talking about. You say I'm on one, but you know what I'm talking about.
Hold on.
Yes, I have.
So Slim, are you asking me? Are you asking me?
What's more valuable
in a cheating situation? Who's more valuable, my main or my side?
Yes. And even
that answer is objective to the person.
Exactly. You talk about Michael Jordan, who's not even there, and Scottie Pippen, and Phil chose a woman that ain't even knew exist by the name of Tonisha.
But it works.
Tony Kukoc.
Slim, this one of your worst ones.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because how many times somebody out the woodworks, you saw it.
Slim, for now
You didn't
on,
see it.
for now on, when you go to your little examples, when you go outside of basketball to go to relationship,
I'm not giving a preview.
you got 24 seconds to bring it home.
I
starts now.
never.
Bring it home. Bring it home. Make it make sense.
Is that a bomb? Well, I would let it make 10 seconds. I let it get down because I'm a dribble. I'm dribbling. I'm James Harden. I'm dribbling. Hey, they all in your face, baby. Who you going home to, baby? Who you going home to? Scottie Pippen's your side woman. You going home to Scottie? Or you going home to your lady?
I still don't get it. All right, so
I know. I think.
Zo, Corey, clean it up.
What's up?
I don't even know
because he outside on the street.
I don't know what I was about to say.
Ain't no cleaning this up after Slim's is dead. Can't clean that up, bro.
That's the diarrhea in the gas station bathroom right there. Ain't nobody gonna say that.
The bathroom is now forever bad.
Yeah, you just go to the next exit. Ain't nobody cleaning that.
They got that horny goat weed in that.
Hey, they just throw an out of order sign on that joint, bro.
Some of them seen that horny goat weed 25 cents. No.
So Mel, let me ask you this, right?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. So Scotty got mad because he didn't get the play for the last shot, right?
Yep. He waited his whole life for that.
And they call him Future.
You take out Scotty. You put in Mike.
Slim.
Put Mike.
Does Mike throw a temper tantrum because Phil didn't drop a last shot play for him?
Yes.
Mike a bad bitch. He ain't gonna never have to be the second option.
But you know what? But you know what?
Look,
you know what? Mike will throw a fit in the locker room.
No.
He's not gonna pound on the bench.
No. Mike done threw enough of those fits at practice for Phil to know not even to try that.
Exactly. Mel, you making my point for me on the
Touche.
You making my point for me.
If I do recall, Mel, there was a game where Mike didn't take that last shot.
It wasn't a goddamn playoffs. I know that.
It wasn't a timeout. It wasn't a timeout call, and Phil said, "Mike, you're not taking a shot." It was a timeout call.
It was a scrimmage.
and Mike said, "Hey, Steve Kerr, they're going to double on me. Be ready." Everybody
Okay, so
in the
why-
huddle
so
knew
why
Mike
is
was getting
it-
the ball.
Man,
So
the
why is
whole
that not
world
the
knew
same?
Mike was
So why
getting
is
the
that
ball.
not? So in that same season where Scotty was balling, did the whole world not know that Scotty would have probably got the ball?
I don't know. Well, let's say yes. What's your point?
You made a valuable point.
As great as Scotty
If you
was,
the best play, if you the
Hold on. Let Zoe,
not.
hold on. Let Zoe go. He's a host. I'm gonna hear what he say.
as great as Scotty was,
He can't get
while
the
I
three
do
o'clock.
think the place, I probably would have, me being a coach, I probably would have drew up the play for him. But sitting out the play is just some, like, we know that's some diva stuff. Like if your star,
I'm with it.
it's some diva stuff, and
I'm
I
with
get it. He's the guy for the team, and maybe and so you gonna question that. So Phil is racist because he didn't draw up a play for Scotty now.
Who said
Now
that?
that was trash for him to say that.
Who said that?
Yeah,
Scotty did.
Nah,
yeah.
I noticed.
Scotty tripping, bro.
You
Hey,
gotta
Scotty-
hear
Hey,
Hey, Scotty tripping up. You
Scott-
sitting here going to
Scotty-
bat phone like you Barry goddamn Bonds.
Scotty done lost his mind. Once his chick went crazy, Scotty went crazy.
No. The chick ain't go crazy.
now
He
let me
went
say this,
in
right?
there crazy,
Had it-
but we're
had
not
it
going to
been-
go there. We're not going to go there.
She got plenty
Listen.
sense.
Had it been a situation for a series clinching win or a title clinching win, and you put LeBron, KD, Steph in that same situation, and the coach is like, they're gonna expect you to get the ball. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna give it to Clay, or I'm gonna give it to Kyrie, or I'm gonna give it to Russ. You know what I'm saying? If one of those three players decide, oh, you know what, fuck this, I'm sitting out, we would be talking about them the entire summer.
No, I wasn't, because I'm going to give it to the other two. You heard the three names you just gave me, bro? At least goddamn say Draymond
You heard
Green.
what I said, right?
Yeah.
No, look, so
First off, I'm not going to Draymond for no game-winning bucket.
I know.
look, Chris,
Me neither.
Chris. See, Chris, this is what you're doing.
But
I don't think we have a difference in opinion that Scottie Pippen threw a hissy fit and didn't come out of the timeout. I'm not agreeing that he should have done that. I'm agreeing.
And he should have got a shot.
I understand why he did it.
What I'm saying is that that's exactly what I'm saying, Slim. What I'm saying is I understand why he was pissed, because he explained it. That was my moment, and I waited for that moment, and he gave it to somebody else. I'm not justifying.
Can we talk about
what
this
he
in the
did.
locker room though?
No, you can't.
Seriously,
I'm embarrassing
we can
public.
talk.
I'm
We can
embarrass
talk
you
about
in
it in the
public.
locker room.
No, we can't,
No,
because I'm embarrassing
he tried-
public.
So because I'm mad that I didn't get picked, I'm
No, I'm mad 'cause he made the shot.
chance of us winning the
I'm
championship.
mad because he
Wait.
made the shot.
Wait, Chris. I'm saying
Yeah, you
before I even say anything, I'm saying I'm not saying that he shouldn't have came out of the timeout. That's not what I'm saying. I agree with you 100% on that. That was a sucker move, and that was detrimental to the team. Your best player didn't even come out. That play probably couldn't have worked, right? Your best player couldn't even be a decoy, right? And he drew the play up for him to be a decoy, so Kukoc could get a clean look at 6'11" with a smooth jump shot. That wasn't Scottie Pippen's game, so I get it why he didn't draw it up. However, I also get why Pippen was mad, and he's just describing it because he's trying to sell a book. His book is coming out, and he has a whiskey, not a whiskey, but a bourbon that's coming out as well.
Oh, really?
And he's going.
I take everything I say about bad.
Yeah, he's
back on your side.
he's going from
Now,
he's going from podcast to podcast promoting his book and his bourbon. And Dan Patrick asked him about the and to be honest with you, even what he said about KD wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. They just spent it. It wasn't even that bad. What he said.
What he said?
I get what you're saying, Mel, but my thing about it is like this, man. Like you're pointing fingers and saying all these things about KD, but KD damn near didn't miss a minute that whole series.
Yeah, but you didn't hear what I said though.
I heard what you said.
What he said about KD wasn't that bad. They spent it.
Hey,
he shouldn't have said nothing about KD in the first place.
That he was
That's what I'm getting at.
he was asked about it. He was on an interview. He was getting interviewed.
wait a minute. Wait. We gotta stop doing that. Just 'cause you ask some shit, don't say some dumb shit.
James, he compared him to
all he had to do was say a phenomenal effort by KD.
No, baby,
he
you
really
don't look
tried
fat in
his
that
best.
dress.
They came up short, but KD played a hell of a ball game and almost willed him to a win. And we never would have been in this situation.
You look good.
He took a shot. He took a shot at him. But KD fired back.
Even compared him to LeBron.
LeBron, real quick, I gotta head back to work, so I'm gonna holler at y'all later.
All right, bro.
Fuck work, man.
All right,
Quit that shit.
Man, the money too good over here, man. I can't quit this.
Man, make your own, man. Make your own.
Don't listen to Slim. Don't do not
All right,
listen to
y'all.
Slim.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Man.
Hey, y'all
All
go
right,
ahead.
later.
Y'all go ahead and talk it up. I'm gonna try to find the soundbite of what Pippen actually said, so we can hear
What he
this
actually
in its
said.
entirety.
He
Okay.
is right, bro. He right. Scott is right.
Who? Okay.
The problem
why
is,
why is he right though, Slim?
no, for feeling that way, he's right.
Okay.
The problem was homeboy made it.
Was that the
Yeah,
main?
come
Was
on.
that the main issue? Is that he actually made it?
I don't want to go off the rip again, but I'm not. So I'm gonna just say
Okay.
his pride was hurt because someone else did the job that he felt he should have been called on for. Like if a dude get cheated on, they don't care that they got cheated on. They mad that another dude did it. So they felt he's better. So they were mad about it because they were the ego. It was his ego. I did all this. I
He a pick
won
me, huh?
56 games. I was damn the MVP when y'all thought the best player that ever lived just walked out on us. Hey, I'm the side. Pick me to be your wife, and he went to Tony Kukoc, who came out of nowhere. Where'd this white woman come from? And then hit the shot
Becky
to
with the
be
good.
the husband. Yeah, wait a minute. I didn't even know she was a threat. Scotty did all that, won 3 championships. So he sat down and watched his wife have 3 anniversaries, and he was like, and for them to call her on Tonika. Yes,
Tony.
that's offensive. Tonika, that's what I'm calling it. Tonika.
Sure.
So you're not mad at that? That I've been putting in this work for all this time for them to choose somebody.
Yeah, but we
else?
already.
Get mad at Becky with the good hair.
Yeah, but that's what he said though. He said,
I don't agree. I don't disagree with
I've
him.
been here behind Mike, and now it's my turn. The 1 year Mike's not here, and I've been proving to the world what I wanted to prove. And
No,
this is like
you-
this is the next step. Can he hit the shot, right? Or can he take his team to the championship? Like he
I
did
ain't
it
gonna
for a
give you
season.
chance to.
He did it for a season, but can I hit the shot?
We're
And
not gonna give
build
you a
and-
chance to.
Right. You know,
Because we
that's
know
exactly what.
you. Well, we don't. I'm not gonna say we know because I think Scott could have did that.
Yeah, I think
We
he
don't.
could.
But yeah, I think he could have did that. But the play design wouldn't have worked unless Jordan was there. So you're a side woman.
Just niggas.
Slim is different.
Come on, man. Something wrong with Slim. If y'all don't
Nah.
get Slim about there, man.
I'm crazy till I ain't telling you.
All right, I'm
Niggas
gonna pull up Dan Patrick's interview, y'all, and we'll dissect it. We only got how long? Let me see how much time we got left. We only got 7 minutes, right? This-
Shit, I'm
this-
done. I'm already in trouble.
All right, so we got 7 minutes before we hit 2 hours. Right. Hold on, what's my sound? Let me know.
Winemaker and distiller Dave Finney of Savage and Cook. He also has a popcorn snack coming out called Husk, has a memoir called Unguarded that's coming out later on this fall. He's a mogul. He's Scottie Pippen on the program. Scotty, how?
So he got a wine. You see the bourbon beside him. He got a bourbon coming out. He got some popcorn snacks coming out, and he got a memoir coming out. So
That
he
boy
has
look
to
like
come up.
Kane Jr.
He looks
Right.
stressed.
Yeah, he look like. Yeah, he like Freddy Cougar.
You be
But-
stressing, girl. You be stressing.
Look like the
You
Cleveland Indians logo.
Yeah, he really does.
hey, you be stressed if your old lady was in everybody's bed too, but yours.
I would.
Hey,
I'd be fucking clean.
but nonetheless, the book is coming out, and he's got to say some stuff that's going to catch a lot of people's attention so they'll know about the book. And that's exactly what they're doing. He said some stuff that's outlandish, and he's on every talk show, radio show, ESPN, and they're talking about it. But also now we know that the book is coming out.
How are you?
I'm great, Dan. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
I'm trying to think the last time we spoke.
From a standpoint of looking at it at basketball and what LeBron James have been able to do from carrying a team, I don't think Kevin Durant is at a position where I can say that he surpassed LeBron James.
Yeah, and you're just being an analyst here looking at this. It didn't feel personal, but it felt like Kevin took it personally. Is that how you kind of assess that?
Yeah, and that's kind of how Kevin takes anything, unless you're praising him and pushing him up. And I wasn't trying to.
He doubled back.
Belittle him. I think he's very
you go rewind in this sentence.
He's shown that. Why, he's MVP. He has 2 Finals MVPs. But still, the question that I answered was based on him and LeBron's comparison.
How would you guard him?
All right, so
how would he guard him? No, answer that. How would he guard him? You fucking couldn't.
And how different would that be in guarding LeBron?
Well, Dana, I'm gonna be honest. The way I played the game, they would have to come back in my era and play. I can't play in today's era. This is a non-touch game. This is a shooter's game where there's not any contact. I played in an era where the game was physical, and you had to physically be ready for that type of challenge night in and night out. It wasn't a game where you knew you were going to get open shots or you weren't going to get knocked to the floor. So to ask me how I would guard those guys would be difficult for me if I'm looking at today's rules.
If Durant was,
hey, that's a really good answer, though.
No, it's not.
Why not?
No, it's not. Why don't you just say you scared to get your ass busted? Just
that's some B-word crap.
Well, that's what Michael Jordan always say.
Michael Jordan ain't never said that before in his life. And if he did, and you can play the receipt, I'm gonna act like I'm deaf. Ain't no way Michael Jordan sounded like Scottie Pippen like Q-Tip. You look like Q-Tip.
Hey, you know what you sound like? You know what you sound like as a Jordan fan? You sound like if I was to come and say, hey, man, Michael Jordan just came out of the closet as gay. And your response would be, well, I think we got to reevaluate what we look at and how we view gayness.
I do not look like that. I would say gayness is the wayness. I would say gayness is the wayness. And Jordan was saying that. Nope, it's after 10:30. I would say gayness is the wayness, and Jordan was out here winning 6 championships.
You see what he just said? You see what he just said?
You can't hear that. Hey, please add it.
Add an article where you talked about the 1994 playoff game.
Okay, here we go.
When you refused to go back in the game and Phil set up the play for Tony Kukoc.
Well, I mean, there's not much to be said. If you go back and look at when Scottie Pippen entered the Bulls and when Tony Kukoc entered the Bulls, and who deserved the last shot of the game.
No. I understand that, Scotty. I'm just going by what you said. You said you need to read between the fine lines. And then you go on to say it was a racial move to give him, Tony Kukoc, a ride.
So, I mean, if you knew that Scottie Pippen had been with the Bulls from 87, battled through the Pistons and every other team that we had to get to those 3 championships, wouldn't you give Scottie Pippen one opportunity to get a last-second shot without Michael Jordan? Like 1 year without Michael Jordan. Can I get one shot? Like, no! I'm doing all the dirty work.
But
he's right.
You can't. No,
he was doing all the dirty work.
He's not right. He's doing the dirty work, and I'm gonna bring this motherfucker to clean it up.
So
he sounds like a simp. He sounds like a side woman. That's a side woman. I was trying not to say that.
That's a side woman's mentality.
It really is. You got mad, and I chose somebody else to be my old lady when I left my wife. That's all that is, bro.
But what's wrong?
That's all
But what's
that
wrong
is.
with that? He's admitting that that's what it is. What's wrong with that?
Nothing is wrong with it, but you gotta admit what it looks like.
So
that boy Slim.
It looks like what you said. He's not wrong. You put in the grit, the grind. You made this man who he is.
Mentality.
And when
I'm
he
dying
left,
over here, bro.
he said, "You know what? I'm going to choose a person who wasn't even fucking here to do your job." As
You know
I
what's-
watch you,
I'm
do
hearing and looking at this picture of Scotty, it just makes it
it
even more.
looks like a depressed woman who has a bonnet on, but the bonnet fell off because you was fucking Michael Jordan dick as he was texting the other chick. Oh my
Hey,
God.
hey, Zo.
What's
So-
up, bro?
I ain't tripping.
So you in the house with 5 sisters. You the only boy,
Scotty.
and it's your mom and your dad.
Mm-hmm.
And your dad been training you to be the man for a long time, and
Mm-mm.
finally,
Mm-mm.
you're 16 years old,
Mm-mm.
and then your dad goes on a tour or such where he's gone for like 3 months, and he tells you before you leave, "Hey man, you the man in the house now. You get this chance."
And then here comes
And he leaves, and then it comes to the point where we about to make this decision, and your mom come and say, "No, I'm giving it to your sister."
I get it. I do. I get
What's
him
that?
being disgruntled. I get Scotty feeling the way he felt, especially. I don't know the numbers, but he was killing that year. He was killing.
Mhm.
I get it. I don't think he handled it the way he should have handled it, though. I don't, and so
That's my-
especially
That's my
if
whole
you-
argument.
yeah, and I get it. I do understand being like I would have probably said something in that huddle, like no, you know, this is my team. I want the shot. I'll make the play. Scotty was a good passer. You know, Scotty could have maybe even if they did double down on him, like you said. So I get it, but it's really difficult to come back in hindsight and say stuff like this and talk about other players, which you just being analytical. I get that, but when you start comparing KD and LeBron, it's always going to be a problem. But bro, you sat down. You didn't go in the game.
I think Phil told him,
Nice.
well, don't go back out there. Like Phil pretty much
No,
said.
because it was only 4 players ran out on the court at first.
He sat Pippen down. No, he sat him down.
Didn't. No, he
What
didn't.
the
They
hell?
was
All
trying.
right, man.
They was
You
trying to
said,
get. They
I'm
was
all
trying to get him to
for
go out on the court. He sat there and shook his head like no, and folded his arms. No, I'm not doing
No,
it.
that's not what happened.
Bro, look
Play
at
the
it.
video. You play the video.
It was on the
All right,
last
go
dance.
ahead.
So I'm gonna definitely review it. I'm gonna definitely go back and look at the tape.
Ain't nothing to review. Ain't nothing to
Yeah.
review.
Ain't nothing to
Scotty
review.
got mad that he wasn't at 3:00 in the morning call this time.
All right. Well, hey, look, man, we're at 2 hours, man.
No, we're
And,
not.
We actually
We had 15 minutes.
We're all at 2 hours. Hey, so here is the challenge right now.
Okay.
Other than everybody that tuned in and is listening, who might catch the playback on YouTube, here's the challenge. Make sure you subscribe, and then make sure you share our content, so we can get more people in here to have this discussion. I appreciate Lamar coming on there, chatting with us, man. Check him out. I don't know if he's doing this night owl edition tonight, but
Yeah, I'm getting it set up right now, so I'm
Hey,
going
man,
to
what
over
you
here
do,
laughing
man?
at y'all fools.
What you
Yeah.
do, man? I won't come on there and talk some more.
yeah, go to the page is ILW, right? That you doing it
Oh,
from the
yeah.
ILW page on
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm coming in a row.
So go ahead and say where we can find it at, and because if you want to continue to have this conversation about sports, and then you can go over to that channel and continue to have this conversation. But go ahead, Lamar.
Yeah, the ILW Network. We on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. I'm going live in about 15 minutes on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So go to the Facebook page, ILW Sports, and it'll bring you right to it. We got the website, After 1 and 19. We also got the app, the radio app. You can get it in your app store. If you're an Apple iOS user, go to your Apple store. If you're a Google Android user, go to the Google Play Store. It's the IOW Network.
Yep. I'm pretty sure I'm about to get the notification in just a second. But the other challenge is once I say peace, we'll see y'all next week. Is anyone going to get off the air faster than Zoe? That's the challenge because so far.
Zoe get off the air faster than LeBron got the first round.
Bro, I have no clue how you be hit. Hey, what button do you be hitting, Zoe? Like, cause I can't even. I don't know how he be getting off that so fast.
Flash. Zoe lady on the circuit breaker downstairs.
I think that's what it is. I think her hand is on the breaker.
No, she the director.
Oh man.
And cut.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to just eliminate your ass out of here. Just I'll argue with y'all.
So we'll see. We'll see. All right. So
you ain't gonna see him, Zoe.
We're about to see real quick. Hey, but look, thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, man,
y'all better
say it, man, because I already know where his hands at, man. Hey, thank y'all for tuning.
Hey, keep your hands up. Hey, keep your hands up.
Keep your hands up, Zoe.
Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We'll see y'all next week, man. Peace.